If you can keep it PG, then I'm glad to have you.
Definitely, they play. They're better. They would be better than they play. I'm just a casual fan that discovered it 3 years ago. Right about now is actually 3 years ago when I discovered it. I gotta look and see the scores because I don't even know if they have 2 or 1.
So y'all are streaming all of this on YouTube, right?
No, it's not streaming, but it's recording.
Oh, cool.
We continue on here the second half of this one. North Carolina up 44-2 over the Eagles. Ball goes out of bounds up on that far sideline. The North Carolina Tigers again won Division IV a long time ago for the list of teams. It was only back in 2014 when they won in Dublin, Ohio. I love to tell you that they're easy to confuse, but they're really not. They're two completely different cities. Ball goes to ground up on that far side as North Carolina now kicking to the near side or the near commentary side. The ball goes to ground. The Eagles stay with the footing. Looking for C.J. Adams, but couldn't find him. He was tackled without the football. And that'll be a free kick. And it looks like a 50 has been awarded, and it has. So Jeff Person, our umpire, says you're going to talk this way, walk this way. Adams' kick fades to the left. Marks nicely. He's going to go back and have a shot. The angle will be very acute and beautiful as well. The kick is on the way. It is dead center perfect. The goal to the Baltimore Washington Eagles. They needed that one. It's their first of the game. On the Visit Raleigh scoreboard, it's the Tigers 6-8-44. The Eagles 1-2-8. We have 2 more games coming up after this, both in Division I. They'll be played just about simultaneously as the Boston Demons 0-2 take on the 2-0 Baltimore Washington Eagles. The Eagles can wrap up the championship in Division I with a win. If they happen to not win, well, then we might be playing the percentages. The other 1-1 teams, the Columbus Jackaroos and New York Magpies, will be playing a little later on as well. We'll be playing concurrently. There's a left-footed kick up on the way, bounces away, but was it over the line? No, it bounces back into the field of play. They'll center that one in for goal. Couldn't make the one-handed mark. Big hit. Oh, that's smothered up. It's pretty Sacramento for a goal. Good job by the Tigers there as they swarmed on the footy in defense. And that extends their lead. 7-8-50 for North Carolina. Baltimore, Washington 1-2-8. As second half action continues. Ball goes back into the middle of the ground for a ball up. As we see the skies now starting to become more and more cloudy. There has been talk of rain this afternoon. We're going to try and get all these games in and then get the heck out of here so that we can stay dry, get showered, and then hit the town tonight. Ball will drop in once. Kick up on that far side. That will drop in. Byrne will go after it. Look at Matty Byrne run. Look at him go, and he picks up the footy. He gets spun free, and the ball goes to ground. The Eagles still have it. Handballs into the middle for Stanky. Stanger kicks that one into the middle. I don't know why I called him that, and that one is marked. He goes for that handball. Practice, mate, practice. Here is Issa who throws that one onto the left. That one skips free. North Carolina is back to corral it, and then back the other way they come. They punch that one forward, slid in with it, took it on a hop and the chest. That one goes into the middle. He's got it. He gets free. Throws that one on to the left. Throws that one into the corner, and the ball will go out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Maybe about 4 steps out from the behind post. And we'll have a boundary throw in. See a number of players from Philadelphia Hawks helping out the Baltimore Washington Eagles here. Hillary has the footy. One of those aforementioned players, he tried to put the ball to the ground. He is taken down, and that's going to be called a high tackle. So free kicks. He'll go in short. There's the mark. Eagles trying to get something going. They'll go up the corridor. Oh, that was that was rough. I think that was just incidental. And in fact, it'll be a free kick awarded. Looked like it was friendly fire, but in any event, they'll go in short. He'll set up for goal. That's a pretty straight kick. Does it have the distance? No. Kurtz was able to punch it away for North Carolina. Stays on the second bite of the cherry, but then it's fumbled away. North Carolina still has it, and then play that one out into the middle. Nice mark taken by the man there, big number 37. He'll turn and fire up the right side. And then that one will bounce back into play. Still with the footy. Still with the footy. And now picked up by Greg Glasgow, who plays that one into the middle. Up over the top. Ball goes to ground, skipped free. Still controlled by North Carolina. Throws that one on. Still gets away from the man. Now still has it. Ball goes again to ground. They work it back to Glasgow, who plays it up, and that one has gone. It will stay in barely. Picked up by the Eagles in the forward pocket. There's a kick for goal. It looks good. It is. And the Eagles get another one. 2-2-14 for Baltimore, Washington as they equilibrate just a little bit. North Carolina 7-8-50. That's on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. It's a 36-point difference. In point of fact, that is exactly 6 goals. Ball will come back into the middle. Still have hot and fresh 4 and 20 pies. If you have never had a meat pie before, by goodness gracious me, go and get yourself a 4 and 20 pie, because they are the elixir of life. Or at least on a hot day calling footy they are. That and bottles of water. And our thanks to our volunteers over there helping out through the North Carolina Football Club, as well as API, the American Pie Imports. That's why I had to think of what the I stood for. Meanwhile, back to the ranch. The ball goes into the ground, up into the middle, almost marked, went through the wickets, and then ball goes to ground. Oh, big hit, and the ball came loose. It looked like he lost his marbles, but in fact he lost the football. And the ball will go back, and here is C.J. Adams. Throws that one on to the right. Long kick, almost marked, went to ground. Stayed with the footy though, and then goes to pick it up. He's thrown off the football, stayed with that as well. Ball goes up high in the air, one-on-one contest. Hillary couldn't get in there. And it'll be a mark. He'll throw that one onto the right. Hey, that's a pretty good kick. It's high. It'll bring rain. One-on-one contest. Couldn't get it. Ball goes to ground. They stayed with the football. And a whistle. And a free kick has been awarded. And we'll go the direction of the Baltimore Washington Eagles, who have played much better in the second half to at least break the score down a little bit. That one is knocked free. Here he comes. Handballs it nicely. We'll do a bootleg around. Bootleg action. Throws that one onto the right. Up the far side, but the kick is going out on the full. That's going over into portal and lacrosse, porta potty and lacrosse net country. And the ball will go out of bounds. That is a free kick coming back in for the Eagles. Again, score check on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. 7-8-50 for the Tigers. 2-2-14 for Baltimore, Washington. If the Tigers hang on to this, they'll be Division II champions here in the Eastern Regionals. And I'll tell you what, they probably will get some consideration in the next USAFL Top 20 poll, which is at the end of the month. So keep an eye out for that, probably Wednesday, because I believe, if memory serves me, this is the last set of games in June. So we'll see that coming out over the next couple of days. Keep an eye out. Meanwhile, here now, North Carolina will try and rescue themselves from being marooned in their own territory as they handball it around. And the ball has gone out of bounds. That'll be a boundary throw-in. And it will come on the wing position in the commentary side. I'm Brian Barish, by the way. Great to have you along, whether you're watching this here on YouTube or here at the ground at Miller Field, here on the campus of North Carolina State University. Go Wolfpack. Ball will come back into play as it's gone out of bounds once again. And we've got some Mexican soccer fans. That's great. Ball goes to ground again. Picked up by Hillary, who got through. Still on the ground as Adams picks it up. Hillary again. Look at this. Long swinging handball into the middle of the ground, looking for Glasgow, who couldn't handle it. North Carolina's coming back the other direction. Here come the home team. Oh, that could have been kicking in danger, but instead it's a clever play as he soccered the ball to himself up the right side. Stays in bounds, and the ball has rolled out and gone out of bounds again. 7-8-50, the 2-2-14. It's 50-14 North Carolina. Ball comes back into play. Ball comes back into play. It's knocked down. They try and get it out through the Tigers. Sets himself up, goes up the corridor, takes it on out of bounds. Now he'll play that one through. He'll square one up. He sets sail for goal. 2-on-1 in the goal square. Banger with the mark. Rather than that, it's Bradford who goes out the left side. And Bradford finds a connection. Here they come back the other way. Long kick up the middle. That one is almost taken. Shoved him off the football. Second effort looked good too. Dust flies up like John McEnroe, and the ball goes to ground at another whistle. And our Dean of Umpires here, Jeff Person, the man with the beautiful flowing mane and the even more beautiful flowing mustache. This will be a free kick. Left-footed kick into the man on the mark. He's going to want that one back instead. Here they come the other way. They handball that one out. Wasn't the best. Couldn't corral the ball. Could the Eagles man picked up by the Tigers. Here they come the other way. Throw that one onto the right side. Now that one up over the top. Nice tip. But it ended up in Tiger hands. Handballs it over across. Here they come again, throwing that one onto the right foot. That's going to be awfully close. It's going to go for goal. Oh! Is it a goal? Yes, it is. Great goal! It hit over the line, and that was the most important part. Great call by Lisa Arredondo, who is a lady of many talents, and more importantly, on the scoreboard, on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. Do I even want to know what you're saying over there? I guess not. 8-8-56 to 1-4-12. I'm sorry, 2-2-14. I read the wrong numbers. 56-14 as the Tigers lead by 42 points. That's exactly 7 goals for you math whizzes. Ball goes back in the air as we start again. North Carolina been controlling the pace of play here. Knocked down was Fillery, and then stayed with the football, and then it is wrapped up for Christmas. And it is a free kick. In point of fact, and it will go to Greg Glasgow and the Baltimore Washington Eagles, even though he's really with the Hawks, but don't tell anybody. Kicks it out to the near side. Nice mark as he had to step up on the step ladder and pluck that one out from over his head. And now he'll throw that one on to the right. That one's going to hug the boundary line. Is it going to stay in play? No. Yes, actually, for a moment. Still in play. And now out it goes, centered into the middle. Pack forms. Nice mark by Bradley, who is up over the top. And that... What? Oh, no, it's going to be a free kick to the Eagles. Looks like contact to the head was what I believe I heard from Jeff Person. And then that one is cleared out anyway by North Carolina up the far side. Nice mark by Glasgow, who is known for flying around in the half-forward flanks. He's doing so in the half-back flanks for Baltimore Washington. Goes out into the middle where he finds Matty Byrne, who takes a nice mark. Here is Matty. Byrne throws that one on to the right. That one will head to the left. Mark in front. Nice hands up mark. And for you newbies, that's how you do it. Just stick your hands up there, get your hands and get position, and 9 times out of 10, you'll take the mark. This will make the score closer if he can connect. And that is another goal. 3-2-20 Baltimore Washington. 8-8-56 for the Tigers. Back to a 36-point game. as we are getting pretty near the end, as Paul and John once said on a very good Beatles song. Ball will come back into the middle. This final Division II game, as we mentioned, we've got the two final Division I games coming up. 2-0 Baltimore, Washington against 0-2 Boston, and 1-1 New York and 1-1 Columbus. You don't want to go anywhere for that, unless, of course, you have to work tonight, in which case you're excused. Meanwhile, the ball goes into the middle. Now out to the near side, one-on-one contest. He always had eyes for the man, but here it comes. He's going to stab that one on. Couldn't take the mark, though, but he'll stay with the footy will. Bradford, he can't get to it. He stood up, wrapped up. Oh, yeah! And then comes up, and we will have a ball up. Ball goes in the air, gravity takes effect, slap forward by Bradford, and here they come as they clear it out of the back now. It is marked nicely, handball into the middle for C.J. Adams. He throws that one up onto the right. That one will hang up high in the air, nip-tipped, and that one goes to ground. North Carolina still has the footy, still up on that far side, couldn't control it, ball goes out of bounds. Cannot be much time left. It's a 36-point lead for the North Carolina Tigers as they try to wrap up the Division II title. Ball comes spinning back into play. Ball goes to ground, thrown onto the right foot and dead into the middle. One-on-one contest. Somehow or another took the mark. Woo-hoo. Well, when you take a mark like that, they're screaming for him to pass it, but he's going to finish this himself as Big Albert Niemeyer works in the square. Kicks on the way, not a good kick, but it's through for a behind. I think, considering that wasn't going to be a goal, that was the best case scenario. Visit Raleigh scoreboard, 8-9-57 for the Tigers, 3-2-20 for the Eagles. It's a 37-point lead for the Tigers. Bradford will kick it in from the goal square. He sets sail up the right side towards the Boston players waiting on the bench. Whoa! Ooh! That sounded as it's paddled out of bounds. That sounded like, you know how when you try to dive and it ends up as a belly flop? That's how that sounded like. Woo! Ball comes back into play, and they're going to want that done again because it didn't have the prerequisite distance. So here is Claire Algazin, who will try again. That's it, Claire. Ball comes back into play. Claire, I think you need some practice. We love you, but you know, ball comes back into play. I know, you got to work the shoulders. That one is kicked for goal up on the far side, and it's marked defensively. The Tigers are going to take their time. Up the right side, stays in play. Ball goes out of bounds, or out of the boundary line, I'm sorry. It's still in play. Keep playing. Don't listen to me. That one goes in. It's marked. Kept in by the Eagles. Sternberg throws that one into the middle. Stayed with it. Second bite of the cherry. How about three? Go chomp, chomp, chomp. Ball stays on the ground in the pocket. Still in the pocket as Steinberg looms. Throws that one onto the right to the Tigers. And that is out on the full and somewhere out into the parking lot. Yep. I don't think that ball's ever coming back. It's already started a new life living as the son of a bunch of owls in that far side.
I feel like this is a weird shaped football. What is this?
Yes. This is a weird egg. I don't remember hatching this. Meanwhile, here comes a free kick. Off the out of bounds. That one's going to go in short. It's tipped. Dan has gone through for a rush behind. Another point for the Eagles. Well, they've played better in the second half, Baltimore, Washington. They have ended up with 19 points this half. 3-3-21 the Eagles. 8-9-57 North Carolina. Back to a 36-point difference. 6 straight goals, that's all it'll take. But there is the siren, and that is that. The North Carolina Tigers are your 2017 USAFL Eastern Regional Champions. Again, the final score on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. It's the North Carolina Tigers 8-9-57. The Baltimore Washington Eagles B-side 3-3-21. That'll do it for this one. We have one more set of games. We hope to see you then. Until then, for USAFL.com from Raleigh, North Carolina, this is Brian Parrish. It's goodbye for now.